morning, sir.
Arjun, right. Arjun, you come from Mandi district.
Yes, sir.
How much time have you spent in your village?
Sir, right from my childhood to 10th, I was there in Mandi, Joginanagar. After that, I moved to Chandigarh for my plus 1 plus 2, and my college was also in Chandigarh.
From where?
Yes, sir.
What is Joginanagar famous for?
Sir, it is referred to as the land of powerhouses. It is famous for its powerhouses. And also, sir, trout fishing is getting importance there, and many local level people are also getting into the trout areas, into the trout fishing zone.
You said that it's a power district, power, but you did
Land of powerhouses.
Land of power.
Yes.
There are many places in Himachal which are land of powerhouses.
Sir, the primary reason for naming it was that the Shanan powerhouse, it was the first powerhouse in the northern region of India. So, sir, that was the first reason, and also, sir, in subsequent, sir, 2 more projects are added to it: the Bassi powerhouse and the Ool Stage 3 powerhouse. So, sir, that's the primary reason that it is land. It is referred to as the land of powerhouses.
Is there some army, British army officer who is connected with Joginanagar?
Yes, sir. Sir, Major Colonel Batty, sir, who along with the Raja Joginder Singh was the founder of the Shanan powerhouse.
Now is Shanan powerhouse with Punjab or Himachal?
Yes, sir. Sir, it is under the Punjab government right now. It was on a 99-year lease since 1925, and the lease would expire on 2024, and it would be transferred to the HP government.
Is there some special trolley or rail?
Yes. Sir, there is
do
a...
you know the last point of that?
Sir, last point of that trolley is Winch Camp. And earlier, sir, it used to go from Winch Camp to Barot as well, but now it's functional till Winch Camp only. That too, sir, for the construction work or the maintenance work. It is not open for the tourists.
And which area of Joginanagar is famous for trout?
Sir, Barot has gained importance in that area, and also, sir, Bharadu area, sir, their new trout fishing center has been set up. Sir, both in the vicinity of around 10 kilometers from Joginanagar center point.
Your hobbies column show that you play snooker.
Yes, sir.
What is the difference between snooker and billiards?
Sir, there are primarily, sir, 3 games played on the table: snooker, billiards, and pool. Sir, pool usually has a table of 6 feet by 3 feet, and sir, snooker is played on a large table, which is around 12 feet by 6 feet. And sir, snooker has 21 balls in total plus 1 cue ball, and sir, pool has only 15 balls and 1.
Cue has?
Sir, snooker has 21 balls in total. We start with 21 balls and 1 cue ball, and the pool has 15 balls and 1 cue ball, and billiards is played with only 3 balls, sir. So yellow, red, and 1 cue ball.
You play snooker or pool?
Sir, I prefer playing snooker.
Where do you have this facility?
Sir, sir, clubs are entirely everywhere. Sir, in my college also, sir, there were snooker tables placed, and we organize, sir, intra-college snooker championship as well.
Then you say that you watch Formula 1 races.
Yes.
What is Formula 1 race?
Sir, Formula 1 races, sir, Formula means the set of guidelines which the drivers and the teams have to follow. Sir, it is basically a race of cars in which the one here refers to the elitist form of the race, in which the speed is maximum. There is Formula 2, Formula 3 as well, and Formula E as well, sir. So Formula 1 is a racing event of the elitist level, sir.
Is there only one race in Formula 1?
No, sir. Sir, yearly, sir, 18 to 20 races are held. Based on that, the driver standings are decided and the constructors' standings are decided. And sir, each constructor has 2 cars. For example, if there is Mercedes, then it will have 2 drivers racing on 2 different cars. Sir, and based on that, 10 teams compete each year and 20 drivers. 10 teams?
My question was not about the constructors and drivers.
Yes.
My question was about the number of races.
Sir, number of races vary from season to season. The season goes for 1 year and it varies from 18 and sometimes it's 24 as well.
Okay.
Yes.
Who's the present Formula 1 champion?
Sir, previous year Max Verstappen has won it and he drives from Red Bull.
Which country he comes from?
Sir, he's a Dutch, Netherlands.
He's citizen of Dutch or born in Dutch?
Sir, he's a citizen of Dutch.
And born?
Sir, born I think in Dutch only, sir.
Not sure?
Sir, no,
Confident or?
no, sir, I'm not sure where he was born.
He's Belgian.
Sir?
He was born in Belgium.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Which is the oldest Formula 1 race? Oldest, you see, race course?
Race course?
Ah.
Sir, I think it's Spa or the Monza, sir. I'm not sure about it, sir.
What is Olympiad?
Sir, Olympiads are competitions held at school level and they are held in various schools and based on which you get a state rank and a school rank, and if you bag first in your school then you get a gold medal and silver and bronze subsequently. Sir, these are held for various subjects like we have Olympiads in English, GK, maths and sciences.
You are a mechanical engineer.
Yes, sir.
What drives you towards administration?
Sir, I think, sir, firstly, my decision to take mechanical in 12th. Sir, after that, when I entered the college, sir, I started studying more about social sciences. It fascinated me, sir. And, sir, I found the civil services as to be a diverse source for my personal development as well. And, sir, when I entered the college, sir, Pratham Kaushik of my college, sir, he secured rank 5 in UPSC. So, sir, that was also a driving motivation.
So, because administration meets your personal ambitions, so you want to join administration?
Sir, not entirely personal ambitions, but, sir, I would say that my ambitions to give it back to the society in a way, sir.
Okay. You want to give it back to the society. This is not only your personal ambition.
Sir, it is both, sir, but a more shift towards serving the society, also giving it back to the society.
Arjun, you derive your name from the great warrior Arjuna, right?
Yes, sir.
So he had multiple other names as well.
Yes, sir.
Can you recall any more names that Arjun had?
Sir, one is Parth, referred to by Krishna. Sir, other is Count Kunti Putra. Sir, that is not a name, but
He had 10 names, 10 more names.
Sir, Parth, Kaunte, Dhananjay, sir, I can recall him.
Arjun, what has been your favorite subject in your general studies preparation?
Sir, I would say geography.
So what is a clean plant program? This is related to geography. There are actually two clean plant programs which are going on. The one which refers to geography, clean plant program.
So I'm not sure.
Anything about green bonds that you know, green bonds?
Yes, sir. Sir, green bonds are basically issued for the environmental projects, for bringing in investment for the environmental projects related to like renewable energy or, sir, green corridor setup.
Recently, which corporate house has raised money by green bonds recently in the last 2-3 years?
Sir, I'm unable to recall it.
Okay. So what is WhatsApp banking?
Sir,
WhatsApp banking.
WhatsApp
Banking.
banking. Sir, I'm not sure about it.
Arjun, you are an engineer, right?
Yes.
So you must be aware of the various technological developments that are going on. So there is 4G technology and 5G technology.
Yes.
So how are these two different?
Sir, firstly, it's the speed.
Yes,
The-
other than the speed, of course.
Yes, sir. Sir, the spectrum is another. Sir, the bandwidth. 5G has a greater bandwidth in comparison to 4G.
Within which bandwidth limit 5G operates?
Sir, I'm not sure about it.
In 4G?
Sir, I'm not sure about
So your hobbies are gymming, playing snooker, cricket, chess, Formula 1. One famous Formula 1 driver in the 90s died while racing. Can you recall his name?
it. Sir, when did he die? Sir, he died in the 90s.
Yes.
Sir,
It was not Michael Schumacher.
Ayrton Senna, I think.
He was from which country?
Brazil.
Who has won the maximum number of Formula 1 races throughout his career?
Sir, it's a tie between Lewis Hamilton and Michael Schumacher. Both are at 7.
Your hobby is cricket as well. Do you follow IPL or only Test cricket?
Sir, I like Test cricket more. But yes, sir, I try to keep some update about the IPL.
As well. There's been a new rule that has been introduced in IPL.
Sir, it's about the impact player.
Okay, what is that?
Sir, you can replace a player from your team, from your playing 11 squad with an impact player, sir. Like if you are batting, then you can replace a bowler with a batsman to gain advantage. Or while you are bowling, you can add a bowler to have.
Is there a similar rule in international cricket as well?
No, sir, not up till now.
Not up till now. Has there been a rule in the historical context? Has there been a rule ever before?
Sir, I'm not sure about it, but sir, according to me, sir, in the historical context, sir, from 1970s, sir, I don't think that there has been a rule in ODIs, T20s or the test match.
There was a super sub rule.
Sir?
Super sub rule. There was a super sub rule.
Sir, I'm not
Sometimes.
sure.
And is there any sort of substitution which is allowed in international cricket? Any sort of substitution?
Yes, sir. Sir, there is a concussion substitution.
What is that?
Sir, that when ball hits your helmet, sir, so you get. There might be, sir, reasons that you might faint or like, sir, you might lose your consciousness. So, sir, for that, substitution is made.
There is one major difference other than being hit between the concussion substitution and this super sub rule, which is in IPL, the impact sub.
Yes, sir.
What is that difference?
Sir, impact is entirely decided by the team, and sir, concussion is an unforeseen event.
No, that is when you get hit, only then you can
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
be replaced.
Yes, sir.
So there is one particular rule related to concussion substitution which does not apply to the impact substitution. I am giving you a hit that it is not by being hit. You can only be replaced as a concussion sub if you are actually hit. There is one more thing.
Sir, I'm not sure about it.
So are you aware of the BS6 norms?
BS6, yes, sir. Sir, these are introduced so as to reduce basically the nitrogen emissions, in which, sir, catalytic converter made of palladium is used in the engines. So, sir, this will be introduced in the coming years.
Anything from the refinery side?
So, from the
Any
refinery
changes?
side,
Yes,
I'm not.
in terms of refining the oil?
Sir, I'm not sure about the refining.
Arjun, you are a namesake of a very key character of Mahabharata.
Yes, sir.
And he is considered to be an epitome of concentration also,
Yes, sir.
and ambivalence also, in the battle, ambivalence in the battlefield. You go with which character strength of Arjun, the historical character?
Sir, I think primarily, sir, it's the concentration part, sir. Sir, which I go with.
Was he absolutely wrong in his ambivalence?
Sir,
At the battlefield, when he had just left,
yes, sir.
forgot his duties, and he was absolutely ambivalent, and Lord Krishna had to deliver that famous Gita Upadesh to him.
Yes,
Do you
sir.
think he was absolutely wrong, or he was in a dilemma?
Sir, he was in a dilemma, and to sort that dilemma, Lord Krishna helped him. So I think that he was in a sort of dilemma at that point of time.
So now tomorrow, you are also going to be in his situation and
Yes, sir.
time. Would you always be no, Krishna will come to help you?
Yes, sir.
How will you come out of major dilemmas which would beset any leader in life?
Sir, I think I have, sir, if the situation demands a Krishna, sir. sir, then I would look forward to my peers, my parents, or my seniors in that case. Or otherwise, sir, if no option is left, sir, then I'll make a note of it, that what are the possibilities, what more I can do, what are the circumstances which will arise. So, sir, I'll try making out a decision for myself, what would suit me the best.
You'll have to develop your own Krishna. And you'll have
Yes,
to
sir.
develop.
Yes.
Okay. You have mentioned about all your hobbies, having sports, gymming, snooker, cricket, chess, watching Formula. And then you are talking about your analytical skills.
Yes, sir.
You have some creative, innovative aspect, inspirational aspect also.
Sir, the creative aspect, sir, it is majorly about, sir, mathematics, my love for mathematics and physics. Sir, it is the creative aspect of me. And sir, analytical part, sir, I've been participating.
Mathematics, you said creative.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, in that part, sir, I feel that I have been participating in Olympiads as well. Sir, I have been giving competitive exams right from my 5th class. So, sir, I feel that this has given me a creative outlook towards it, and how to face how to be in a competitive environment, and how to come out with the best results in a limited way. So, sir, in that way, sir, I feel I'm analytical in going from an hypothesis situation to a solution-oriented approach always. Sir, what I feel is.
Today we are talking about 3H balanced leadership, means head, hand and heart. So your heart seems absolutely missing in your entire personality description also. So that's what I really wanted to ask from you.
Sir,
The emotional aspect, the aspirational aspect. Do you value this?
yes, sir, definitely, sir. Emotions are above everything, what I feel.
For an administration, do you think that it has value?
Sir, for an administrator, sir, it is important to be compassionate, sir, what I feel. So, sir, the emotional.
Compassionate, you said?
Yes, sir.
Compassion means what?
Sir, compassion means,
Feeling pity for others?
sir, not feel pity, sir, but to do also, sir, for their upbringing. Sir, if they are in a sort of pity, so, sir, bringing them out of that pity is what an administrator should do.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And you are confident that you have got your heart aspects equally strong as your the head aspect?
Yes, sir, what I feel that my mental and emotional states, both are in a state of balance, sir. I feel that.
Devbhoomi, we call it Himachal Pradesh. This name was given by whom?
Sir,
Or it's a natural kind of lineage which is going on attached with Himachal Pradesh.
Sir, I'm not sure about who is given this name.
Okay. Now, what do you think? You have lived more part of your life in Chandigarh.
Yes, sir.
But when you must have been living in Chandigarh, you must have recollected or retrospected about your own state.
Yes, sir.
So what were those kind of elements which really made Arjun what Arjun is sitting today before us? Of your state which you have learned, your upbringing, your childhood. So what went into you to make Arjun strengthened by your state?
Sir, the first thing what I feel, sir, the Himachali people and, sir, the people surrounding me in that area, sir, they're very friendly. So, sir, that is an aspect which has gotten into me as well. Sir, a sense of friendliness and a sense of not thinking in a very clever way about things. Sir, going straight forward and being a straight human, sir, in every aspect of life. Doing things with truthfulness, sir. What the first thing I have learned from my be it, sir, grandparents or, sir, the people surrounding me. Sir, and also, sir, as calm as our atmosphere is, sir, it is pretty clean, the air is clean in the hills, and, sir, the scene is beautiful. So, sir, I have tried to make those things also, sir, inculcate in my personality, that I remain calm, and, sir, I tend to always be emotionally supportive to others.
Are they culturally rooted?
Yes, sir. So what I feel is they are culturally rooted.
And you have some very strong mythological connections. You can mention a few.
Sir, mythological connections in what?
Like Kullu, we have Rimba, we have
Yes, sir.
Renuka.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Even in Manali also having a lot of historic. What do you anything you can recall?
Sir, a few, sir, where I have visited as well personally, sir. Sir, there is a Rivalsar, sir, and the Rivalsar, sir, it is a beautiful description of, sir, three lords together. You have the Buddhist culture as well. You have a Buddhist monastery over there. You have a Gurdwara also over there, and you have also a Loma Shrishi temple over there. So, sir, that is one I can recall, which is a blend of all the three religions within a radius of around 500 meters. So, sir, that what I can recall from Mandi. Apart from that, sir, there are various local temples also, sir. I visited like in Mandi only, and sir, I have visited Jwalamukhi temple, Chintapurni temple, and the Brajeshwari temple in Kangra district as well.
We have been through with this Amrit Mahotsav, and now Amrit Kal is going on.
Yes, sir.
What is this Amrit Kal?
Sir, Amrit Kal is a strategy, 100 year, that after 100 years, after we attain 100 years of independence, we become a developed country. Sir, that is the Amrit Kal.
Are we in that Amrit Kal period now?
Sir, we are striving towards it, and sir, hopefully, and sir, I believe, sir, India will.
Are we striving or are we sailing in through that period? I'm asking that.
Sir, not sailing, sir, because global challenges have also appeared. Sir, but we are doing in the right direction.
Any understanding of NEP?
Sir?
Any understanding of National Education Policy, which came up just 2 years back?
Yes, sir.
What are the some highlights which you can recollect?
Sir, first is 5+3+3+4, which has been highlighted. And sir, there is also talk about soft separation. So like as in today, sir, in the +1, +2 standards, we have, if you are going with physics, then you need to take chemistry, maths along with it. Sir, but there is a talk about soft separation in it. Sir, that if you have physics, you can go with history if you are interested in it. So sir, I think that is the most aspiring aspect for the new education curriculum which will be coming on. Sir, and apart from it, more into research and women in STEM, more women in science, technology, engineering and mathematics. Sir, that is the goal for the upcoming education policy. And also, sir, in the school level as well, sir, the building up of students from an early age, their overall holistic development, sir, is the key focus.
They have done something special to include some more languages. What have they really thought about?
Sir, I'm not sure about it.
Okay, and any special measures for Sanskrit?
Sir, Sanskrit, sir, Himachal is taking initiative in the direction of Sanskrit. Sir, Himachal government has introduced courses for Sanskrit, and also, sir, it is being taught up to 10th classes in the schools of Himachal Pradesh.
And what about promoting the regional and local languages?
Sir, I think,
level?
sir, what I feel, sir, in that aspect, sir, the primary reason is to develop a local script, sir, because we have the languages, we have the Pahadi language, but what I feel, sir, that there is a need to develop a local script for it, sir, be it Tankri or be it Sharda, but sir, what I feel is that they should come in, and sir, also the cultures should be not entirely integrated but assimilated, sir, because we have diversity of languages within 10 kilometers, sir. So, sir, I think that needs to be assimilated to come to a common platform and developing Pahadi literature as well along with it.
Just a few months back, Madhya Pradesh government has started teaching MBBS in Hindi.
Yes, sir.
Do you approve of such kind of measures, or you feel that it's going to dilute very, very basic fundamental sciences?
Sir, I feel that if you can teach sciences up to +2 in Hindi, so sir, you could teach the further courses in Hindi as well. So that is what I think.
Do you think government has taken some adequate measures to really come up with the resource and content also in this?
Sir, as of now, sir, it's not that developed, sir, but in the coming years, sir, with the more shift towards the Hindi learning and the Sanskrit learning, sir, it will gain an impetus.
Arjun, Himachal government is planning for legal cultivation of cannabis.
Yes, ma'am.
What do you think? What will be the pros and cons of this?
Ma'am, it's a great initiative, ma'am, because what I feel that cannabis is highly intoxicating, and instead of cannabis, the state as well.
So they have notified this decision? Have they notified this?
Ma'am, I think it is under process.
What is the latest update?
Ma'am, I'm not sure about it.
In Mandi district, some area is known as the hub for vocational education. Do you have any idea?
Ma'am, I think it's Sundarnagar.
Why is it so?
Ma'am, because of the institutes dwelling at that area and coming up with the new courses of vocational and ITIs, many ITIs are there. So, what I mean.
Has this Kiratpur Nedchon project completed?
Ma'am, it is under process. Yes, ma'am.
What is it all about?
Ma'am, it is about connecting Kiratpur and Manali via 4-lane. So ma'am, work is going on right now. Between patches have been done, but ma'am, still ma'am, work is done.
So you mentioned that the atmosphere in Himachal State, especially your district, it is very calm, clean, free of pollution. So don't you think such type of developmental activities will disturb the whole ecology? So many these highways and tunnels being constructed.
Ma'am, what I feel is to strike a right balance between development and environmental conservation is the need of the hour.
How the government of Himachal is striking a balance?
Ma'am, like it has come up with the Green State Initiative, in which ma'am we are applying.
Talking about specifically in this project, infrastructure project,
Yes,
where
ma'am.
there is so much of construction activities going on. So how can we claim that they are striking a balance?
Ma'am, I think it starts with the environmental impact assessment report firstly. So sir, so ma'am, the public hearing is taken into account firstly, and after that ma'am, the key indicators for the industries as well are being set up, like what should the pollution levels be and how should you operate. And also ma'am, in the construction part of the hydropower projects, ma'am, small power projects are being given an impetus, ma'am, because they are low polluting and they are actually renewable. So ma'am, up to 2 megawatts projects are also being reserved for the Himachali investors only.
So you mentioned Barot Valley is
Yes.
very famous for trout fishing.
Yes.
Do you have any other areas of other district which is very much close to Barot Valley?
Ma'am, Patlikul is one,
Mhm.
and part of Rodu is also doing great. Ma'am, and in the areas of vicinity, ma'am, Bajnath, ma'am, Binwakhat also is coming up for trout, and Palampur, ma'am, Newgal has also set up.
So what Himachal government is doing to promote this fishery sector overall?
Ma'am, there are various schemes launched in this, like Matsya Se Sampada Yojana, and also the fodder is provided at subsidized rates for the fishes, and also ma'am, for the fishes, ma'am, I can't recall on these.
So opposite Barot Valley, there are certain areas of Kagra district also,
Yes, ma'am.
which government is trying to connect or maybe to promote for adventure tourism. Can you elaborate?
Ma'am, those areas are mainly the Rajgunda area and the Bada Bengal area, ma'am, at a certain distance. So ma'am, government is coming up, the bead billing area is also there, ma'am. So ma'am, the bead billing, ma'am, it is already under the Nahi Rai Nahi Manzile and Swadesh Bharat Darshan scheme, and it is being made a paragliding destination for the world. And for the Rajgunda and Bada Bengal area also, ma'am, the efforts are being made for the connectivity firstly, because connectivity is an issue over there.
Any area of Patti district which is under Nahi Rai Nahi Manzil scheme?
Ma'am, Shivdham project is under it.
Under this scheme? Nahi Rai
No,
Nahi Manzil?
ma'am, I'm not sure. Ma'am, but Janjali area is one which is directly under it.
What is this Shivdham you mentioned?
Ma'am, Shivdham is setting up Mandi as an international religious destination, in which ma'am, tourism would be promoted via Shivji projects, ma'am, various
Which type of tourism? Ecotourism?
religious tourism. ma'am.
Religious
Yes,
tourism.
ma'am.
Thank you.
Wait, if you, not this one.
You can write on.
Few questions. No, I have to skip. Guru is doing well, both Himachal and West. Just quick answers. How many parliament constituencies are there? Lok Sabha constituencies.
Lok Sabha 4, sir.
5 major rivers of Himachal.
Sir, 5: Satluj, Beas, Ravi, Yamuna, and Chenab.
5 dresses of Himachal.
Dresses? Sir, dresses.
Men, women.
Okay, sir. Sir, there is Angavan, sir, then Dhatu, Reshta, and sir, there is Chapkan. There is one referred to as Chapkan, and sir, Chollu is one wore by Gaddis, Chollu and Doru.
Which rivers fall in Bay of Bengal?
In Bay of Bengal, sir, Ganga, Brahmaputra,
Himachal.
Himachal.
Ultimately reach their water.
Ultimately, sir, it's Yamuna only. Yamuna, which connects with Ganga, and then Ganga it falls into Bay of Bengal.
All right, bring your I find your intro very good. You have done very well. Right? Only at one point of time, I thought that he made his answer extra long. When he was talking about NEP, you started talking about cultural assimilation and language, and this should be done. Actually, he was not asking for your suggestions.
Yes, sir, yes.
So you started giving suggestions.
Sir, वो
And
points
there was a question which you didn't reply, and
Yes.
that was one where I. And second, I find the same problem, eye contact. You tend to ignore when you are responding to me, you ignore others.
सर पता क्या होता है सर, जैसे ही मैं देखूंगा ना सर, फिर शब्द जाने लग पड़ते हैं सर मुंह से.
You have to maintain that.
Yes,
It is a part.
हाँ जी.
आपका बहुत अच्छा इंटरव्यू दिया आपने.
वेरी आर्टिकुलेट.
वेरी आर्टिकुलेट एंड बहुत अच्छी आपने कंटेंट भी बहुत अच्छा. थोड़ा सा मामूली सा कोशिश को ट्राई टू एड्रेस इन बिटवीन हैबिट्स.
Just practice this.
To practice this, because this will bring additional parts.
These are my observations. Otherwise, overall, outstanding.
Thank you.
मैं जब आपसे थोड़ा पूछ रहा था एनालिटिकल एंड स्कोर्स, तो जब मेरा कंसर्न था ह्यूमनिस्टिक.
हाँ जी सर.
ह्यूमनिस्टिक कंसर्न, क्योंकि एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर हो तो आपका तो कॉमन मैन से बात होनी
हाँ
मेन.
जी, हाँ जी.
तो वहाँ पे योर फीलिंग एस्पेक्ट इज टोटली यू हैव नॉट प्रोजेक्टेड इट. दैट्स व्हाई आई वांटेड टू गिव यू एंड.
Yes.
उसको आप, क्योंकि क्रिएटिव, इनोवेटिव,
हाँ जी.
ह्यूमनिस्टिक, दैट्स टू डू विद योर
मतलब सर रीजनल कनेक्ट.
या इफेक्टिव एस्पेक्ट ऑफ योर पर्सनैलिटी. वो थोड़ा सा आपको रखना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि इससे तो दिख नहीं रहा.
हाँ जी.
आप बोल भी नहीं रहे, मुस्कुरा भी बहुत कम रहे हो, स्ट्रांग हो, फर्म हो, रॉ कॉन्फिडेंस है, तो वो स्टिफनेस आ जाएगी.
ठीक है.
नहीं, वो थोड़ी आ भी रही है.
हाँ, स्टिफनेस ना, वो लगेगा कि योर स्ट्रेस.
You have to be
You're not.
Smile.
हल्का.
सर पहले मैं ठीक स्माइल करता था, फिर सर एक दो मॉक दिए, वो बोलते ज़्यादा स्माइल.
नहीं ऐसे थोड़ी हो गया.
बड़ा
एक थोड़ा सा बिल्कुल ऐसे लग रहा है यू आर वेरी
हाँ
स्ट्रेस,
जी सर.
ओवर प्रिपेयर्ड लग रहे हो भाई. आप हो थोड़े बढ़िया हो यार, बने कैंडिडेट.
बस जैसे हो वैसे रहो.
हाँ, नेचुरल थिंग, सहज.
हाँ जी.
वो कहीं
आपने इतनी ज़्यादा वो की हुई है तैयारी.
हाँ,
जैसे
yes.
आप यू गो ओवरबोर्ड समटाइम्स. फॉर एग्जांपल माय क्वेश्चन वाज वेरी स्पेसिफिक टू यू. एक जैसे एनईपी करता है. सेकंड क्वेश्चन आई टेल यू, I asked you difference between billiards and snooker.
Yes.
Billiards and snookers.
Yes, sir, yes.
Why you are educating about pool table?
हाँ
I
जी.
never asked. And in both things, you first explained pool, then you came to snooker, then you came to billiards.
Yes.
I was not bothered. I didn't want to educate it. Maybe the person sitting in front of you is a billiard champion.
हाँ जी.
And so you are educating him further. He can take an offense.
Yes, sir.
Right? So अपने क्वेश्चन को उस पे रखिए, बांध के
मतलब
रखिए.
जो पूछा हुआ है सर वेस्ट नहीं करना.
बिकॉज मैं आपकी जगह होता तो मैंने उसको स्नूकर पे रखा.
हाँ जी.
राइट, बिकॉज माई क्वेश्चन वॉज स्नूकर और बिलियर्ड्स. और मैंने कहीं बीच में से 21 बॉल्स की बजाय जो है मुझे बता रहा था कितनी रेड बॉल,
15 रेड है और 6 कलर
है.
हाँ जी.
फिर आई वुड हैव प्रॉम्प्टेड हिम टू आस्क मी अबाउट पिंक बॉल एंड ब्लैक बॉल,
हाँ जी.
क्योंकि मैंने उसको स्नूकर में रखा
हाँ जी. मतलब अपनी
बोर्ड
तरफ.
को. हाँ,
ठीक.
अंडरस्टैंड. आप जो है कोशिश तो करिए आपने और बताने की that you know a lot.
पर वो गलत
I could
direction.
make out that you know. So I changed the topic.
Yes, sir.
Because आपने unnecessarily pool को ले आए, उसको ले आए, तो मेरे को लगा कि you see there is no point asking him. You see if you see थोड़ा मेरे को लगता तो मैंने भी आपके ऊपर balls पे पढ़ा था कि उसका कितना स्कोर है, उसका
हाँ जी,
कितना
सर.
स्कोर है. फिर उसमें क्या था,
तो वो मेरी डायरेक्शन
मैंने फिर आपने इंटरव्यू को अपने हिसाब से चलाना था.
हाँ जी.
लेकिन आपने इतना ज़्यादा बता दिया कि मेरे को लगा नाउ चेंज द सब्जेक्ट, चेंज द टॉपिक. राइट, यू वेंट ओवर.
क्रिस्प आंसर्स जो हैं वो
हाँ जी.
पैनल को इम्प्रेस करते हैं.
ठीक है.
थोड़ा पैनल के क्वेश्चन कंप्लीट होने की वेट करो.
हाँ जी.
जंप मत करो आंसर्स को. कई बार ऐसा लगा कि क्वेश्चंस कंप्लीट नहीं हो रहे हैं. थोड़ा पॉज करके मतलब जैसे सहजता तभी आएगी, जैसे नेचुरल रहोगे ना तो अपने आप वो आएगा, यू आर थिंकिंग ऑल्सो, बिकॉज इट इज़ अ पार्ट कि थोड़ा नर्वस होना भी और थोड़ा सोच के वाक्य ना, इट इज़ वेरी नेचुरल। सोचो बिना पूरा क्वेश्चन सर जैसे वो लास्ट ट्रॉली का सर पूछ रहे
हाँ जी,
थे,
तो वो बीच है।
तो भी उन्होंने कंप्लीट नहीं किया
हाँ जी,
है,
वो
जंपिंग
तो
टू द आंसर,
मैंने भी
थोड़ी सहजता वो है, as would be
You
bureaucrat
see,
also.
any candidate from Joginder Nagar, you see, we know the answer. We knew that you will talk about Shan Power.
Yes.
I knew that you will talk about Trout. And you see, you forgot one thing also. Say, for instance, I was expecting Joginder Nagar rail also.
Yes,
Train,
sir,
right?
yes,
So
yes.
I was prepared. And you see, I was trying to see where I have to catch you. I mean, not catch you. My intention was not to catch you actually. My intention was to take best out of you.
Yes, sir.
It is not, you just want to know, because your replies, your answers tell about your personality. The basic objective of interview board is to know about you, what sort of person you are, whether you will become a good administrator or not.
हाँ जी,
So as she said to me, let the question finish.
हाँ जी।
मुझे लगता है अगर आप ना थोड़ा सा स्माइल करोगे और रिलैक्स रहोगे ना तो सारी चीज़ें अपने आप
इन्होंने जैसे बहुत अच्छा
बिल्कुल,
आपके लिए वक्त इस्तेमाल किया खुद साहब ने, यू आर ए बने बनाए कैंडिडेट, यू आर ए फिट कैंडिडेट। तो अब आप अगर आप इसमें कुछ गड़बड़ करोगे तो अपने आप ही करोगे।
हाँ जी।
ज़्यादा वो
Interview
orange
board-
too hard squeeze gives
इंटरव्यू
bitter
बोर्ड
taste।
आपको रिजेक्ट नहीं करेगा, दिस इज फॉर श्योर।
वो अब आप अपने उससे करो थोड़ा रिलैक्स, बाकी तो हम हाइपर क्रिटिकल होके कह रहे हैं क्योंकि कंटेंट में कोई प्रॉब्लम थी नहीं, कंटेंट वाज ओके, वी डोंट एक्सपेक्ट मोर फ्रॉम एनीवन, सो बस थोड़ा सा ह्यूमनिस्टिक एस्पेक्ट जैसे सर ने कहा वो ले आओ, एक शेव करके जाना तो दे प्रेफर
सर शेव करके, सर शेव मैंने किया नहीं सर 4-5 साल से ना सर,
दे
फिर
प्रेफर पीपल हु या फिर
फिर नीचे से
हाँ सर, वो नीचे से तो ये तो कर लूँगा मैं।
वो हो सकती है।
नहीं, देयर इज नो नीड।
ट्रिम तो करना ही है,
ट्रिमिंग करती है,
ट्रिम तो करना
ट्रिमिंग
ही
हो
है।
जाएगी,
थोड़ा मतलब
अनकम्फ लग रही
हाँ, थोड़ा
है वो
unkempt।
हो जाएगा।
हाँ जी।
That trimming।
अदरवाइज ठीक है।
पर सर ऐसे
बट आई फाइंड हिम वेरी हैंडसम।
हाँ,
बहुत अच्छा है।
If you suggest, sir।
हाँ, नहीं, no, I will not do that. हाँ, I find you very handsome. Just be, हाँ।
तो इनके लिए बड़ा इशू हो जाएगा बहुत बड़ा। बट एक चीज़ है, नॉर्मली हम लोग बहुत बार मैंने बच्चों को बोला, एंड इट हैज हेल्प्ड आल्सो, नॉट इन द इंटरव्यू बोर्ड व्हेन यू आर फेसिंग, आउटसाइड व्हेन यू आर सिटिंग यू कैन स्माइल टू योरसेल्फ। आप पता नहीं आपके पॉजिटिव हार्मोन्स अंदर क्रिएट हो रहे हैं, फियर वुड गो अवे, fear or anything, I mean, आपके fear नहीं है बिल्कुल भी, but that would really go away. These two things cannot coexist.
Yes sir.
So बाहर जब भी बैठे हो अकेले कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, who stops you?
हाँ जी सर।
When you enter, then you should not be projecting a broad smile. I would say that. But बाहर जब आप रख रहे हो ना, तो आप उतनी देर में आपका सब कुछ everything is fresh and free. ठीक है कि नहीं?
जैसे आप गुड मॉर्निंग
Relax हो
यस मैम, ये तो मैंने जब 2 बार विश कर दी मैं फिर रियलाइज कर लिया मैंने।
हाँ, वो आई मैंने नोट किया था।
रिलैक्स थे वैसे इंटरव्यू।
हाँ जी सर, वैसे तो मैं
हाइपर एक्टिविटी,
थोड़ा सा वो
हाइपर से इसलिए थोड़ा डीप ब्रीदिंग कर
देखिए, इंटरव्यू बोर्ड ने कभी भी एक्सेस किया, देयर आइडिया इज नॉट टू you see make you uncomfortable. They make you very comfortable. Don't expect that they'll attack you with politics. They'll be very official. No. They would like to know your interest. They'll ask questions. They'll ask your favorite subject. Then they'll start to ask questions. They'll ask questions from your hobby. Right? Or
प्लीज
हाँ, वो हमेशा ऐसा ही माहौल होगा, बिल्कुल ऐसा माहौल होगा, इसी ढंग से सवाल पूछते हैं। कोई ऐसा नहीं कि वहाँ बड़े सुपर इंटेलिजेंट लोग बैठे हैं ना। यू सी, आप ही को मैं इधर बिठा दूँगा इस साइड ऑफ द टेबल एंड आई सिट देयर, यू सी द डिफरेंस विल, जो इस दिस साइड ऑफ द टेबल दे आर सीइंग, इट्स ओनली योर इंटरेक्शन दैट दे विल ऑब्जर्व। तो बिल्कुल ये सोचिए कि जैसा ये है ऐसी लेवल पे इंटरेक्ट और अपनी तैयारी पूरी,
हाँ जी
और इतना रिलैक्स भी होना है कि
हाँ जी हाँ
तैयारी पूरी।
अब मुझे लगता है नाम पे सवाल जरूर पूछा जाएगा, अगर हम 4 में से 2 लोग भी वर इंटरेस्टेड
All the best.
All the best.
All the best. You can break for lunch. Sir.